Now, I don't know. We usually have like our relationship segments because people are struggling out here.
Yeah.
They're sleeping in a bed where it gets cold on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Some people be in relationships and they still be lonely. That's a whole nother. That's a deeper topic for another level.
Oh, I understand, but
But
not very hard. But
relationship wise,
mm-hmm.
what's a
We had so many. There were so many on
it's a
Instagram.
it's a lot, but
Oh my gosh, who told us to look at Instagram?
because you could do,
People are definitely deprived.
you can say how's dating in the 30s. That's a whole nother. Then you got
Dating in the 30s. I think dating in the 30s should be abolished.
interesting. Your mind should. Yeah. Wait, no, let's play with it. Hold on. So your mind should have been made up by mid-20s.
Yeah, yo. I mean, like, I get it. I feel like if you're gonna be in your 30s and you're dating, it's because you're divorced.
Oh,
I feel like that's the only reasonable thing that you should have when it comes to dating. But if you are gonna date, then you should know your stuff and don't waste people's time. Simple.
Date with a purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, date with a purpose.
Yeah.
Like date like you actually have things to do.
Like your tunnel vision. Like this is what.
Like this is where I'm trying to be, and by then I feel like I get it. Not everybody knows themselves even by the time they're 30.
Which is yeah.
But you start living your life when you're 30, and it's understandable because think of it. When you do the math after a while, you finish school. If say you're following the guide as to what they said numerically you're supposed to have, by the time you finish school, you would have finished school by the time you're 24. When you're 24, now you're supposed to go out into the job market. Let's say you're going to get your job, your actual dream job, within a year.
Right.
So you're 25 before you actually get your job. And then you're supposed to work, whether you're entry level or you're starting a little bit higher, right? To actually level up so you can support yourself and move out. That's going to possibly take about 3 years. So you're 28 now. 28 finally can financially put a little bit of money underneath your belt, right? Because then they say on top of it, it takes a little bit longer, like 10 years they say for your student debt. But let's say you get it done within 5 years. 5 years you get it done. You finally get some money under your belt in the 3 years. So after 3 years, you're 31. In that time, you've had enough time to figure out what you are. Who you are.
Right.
And if you're going to settle down now, you're 31, and you want to settle down, you want to have some kids, okay. You're going to do it. Right?
So it seems like if you miss your
young experience.
Your young experience, yeah, like you didn't get your high school sweetheart, womp womp.
Yeah.
You didn't get your college sweetheart.
Yeah.
You didn't get the work ting.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It shouldn't be the work ting. Right?
Yeah.
And then you have online.
Yes.
And then if online doesn't work out, then ... What's
adopt a kid.
I'll say no. You know what?
Adopt a child.
I'm gonna go controversial.
What?
Now, I'd prefer.
Because there's nothing wrong with you.
I don't want to lean in on I prefer, but
date with intention.
Yes, but it makes more sense for like if you adopt a kid as opposed to like like I'm just gonna have
a plethora of children with people that I'm not even trying to be with.
That is one. Mm-hmm. That's a very one. Mm-hmm. But another one is like some that have the mentality of like I just want to have a baby. Mm-hmm. And it's like yeah, but you don't want like the family structure. Like no, I just want a baby. And you're like oh, and then some of them go through the treatment. Some of them making requests like you don't have to do anything. You don't have to just show up. Let's just do this favor for me. Do me a solid.
Yeah.
And then just
give me the baby.
Just give me the baby.
Yeah. So now there's a little person of you running around in this world, and you're okay. At least your legacy continues. Versus
that's a I can never be comfortable with that. That's a very weird like
dynamic.
Yeah, like someone has my face, but I'm like
But you don't know who they are.
I don't know who they are. That's one.
How they've been raised.
How they've been raised.
If they're treated well.
Are they treated well? Like.
Understood.
Like, that's a weird...
But we're out here not enforcing marriage either. So, listen.
Saying bring the shotgun wedding back.
Listen. If you're going to be 30, date with intention. Date with the idea that you're ready to settle down. Because by the time you get to what? You got 20 years before you turn 50.
Wait, how many years?
You got 20 years. If you're in your 30s.
20, okay, yeah.
You got about 20 years before you're 50.
The half-life.
Yeah. And by then, what? Most times, or on average, I think the lifespan after that is like, you got another 13 years?
Okay.
Sorry. I hate to be this person, but thinking about it, I'm going to
say the average 20. I don't 20-something. I don't know about 13. 13 is wild.
63.
Like, so the retirement, and you're like, and you're to the light.
Yeah.
That's very dark. But
it's just to say, like, you don't have all that when you're in your 30s now. How much time do you have really for your dating? You're not gonna have children after that.
Because of the risk.
I'm not gonna say you're not. People do have children in their 50s.
Yeah.
But in a safe, what they regulate as a safe, normal span of to have a healthy child with and not having any type of like health issues as it progresses, like 30 to 40 is like that reasonable age.
30 to 40.
Right?
Yeah.
But once you get to like 40, now you're treading on water here.
Right.
For men, it may be a little different, but you never know. As you get older, it doesn't mean that people want to touch you. So
that's all. Yeah.
That's the other thing, that you may not have the health issues, but maybe people don't want to look at you.
Because of the...
Because now you're looking old and creepy.
You have the wrinkle forehead.
Yep.
And
you're looking old. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, okay. Now, we'll do it's a... Oh, geez. This one. Okay. Now, this couple now... Lord of mercy. We'll just try to speed through this. But
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to rush, but it's like I have a ball today, so that's the reason why I'm like
an actual ball. No, not an actual ball, but
like a ball, like ballroom, like voguing, and like woo, yes, wow, yes. So right now I'm trying to work against time. So
against time. I'll just read the title. I'll link the story in the description as well. But should I, 28 female, tell my ex, 32 male fiance that he was cheating on both of us? Both of us. Okay, I'm a bone thug in harmony. I'm just speed through. So I, 20F, was dating my ex, 32M, exclusively from March to November 2022. Okay, our relationship was long distance from one European capital to another. He was loving and attentive to the point of adulation. Okay. The relationship was serious and was driven completely by him. He would make most of the effort to travel to see me. However, we also had multiple trips together across Europe. Okay. He moved back to the U.S. in July, and we decided to continue the relationship with the extra distance. He continued to be just as loving, enthusiastic, and attentive. He had a flight booked to see me in November. However, approximately a week beforehand, he did a 180, broke up with me suddenly the day after a care package for him came. After the day after a care package for him from me arrived. Okay, I was awoken by a phone call which was cold and cruel. It was like speaking with a different person. Okay. She's moved on. So I've moved on very well from this. However, this week, my friend informed me that she saw online that he is engaged to his ex. Oh. They have a date set, venue booked, and a wedding website created for a summer 2024 wedding. The timeline is far too quick for there not to be an overlap of him dating us both. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
For us to break up in November, then them to get together, get engaged, have all the major elements of a wedding planned by April is just not feasible. Like, At the latest, April is just when I became aware of this. They could have had all this planned long beforehand, but okay. What troubles me even more is that this ex is someone I caught him texting when we were at a dinner last July. This makes me think that potentially not only was there an overlap of him dating us both at the same time towards the end of our relationship, but that he was, in fact, also with her for the entirety of it.
Of their relationship.
Oh, shoot. Okay, wow.
But now he's marrying her.
Whoa, okay. I asked him who she was at the time, and he said it was a friend before admitting it was an ex. I was irked and requested that he not to text an ex when he was at dinner with me. However, said he was free to remain in contact with her should he wish. I'm not a controlling person and I don't feel threatened, okay? He assured me he had no interest in her anymore and further had extremely damning things to say about her. He said that she had a terrible temper, was highly volatile, and physically abusive towards him. I felt heartbroken for him at the time and gave him space to talk about it. However, I strongly question the truth of this now. And basically, it's, her question is, what should she do? Some of her friends believe it's a girl code duty to let his fiancée know. Now, right now we have Brother James coming in. How's it going?
All right.
It's now 9:32 where I'm at. How are you guys doing?
Well,
Well,
boogieing out too. That's what I'm doing.
right.
What?
I'm leaving.
Yeah, because,
Where are you leaving? Where are you going?
I got a ball.
Oh, you going broke?
Yeah.
yeah, so,
But anyways, you guys enjoy. I'm gonna just be zipping in and out, but
You guys still alive? Or you guys still potted or not?
yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the
but you should still do the last part because it's the relationship question. So enjoy that. My personal feedback on this before I dip is girl, it's none of your business. He's your ex. Why you who cares? It's your ex. Get
Oh.
over it. Boo. Bye. Now you learned the truth. Goodbye. All right.
Is this another case of the ex?
wow, yes. Because just to summarize the story, she claims that the fiancé cheated on us, and the us meaning the girl in question that wrote the story, and his ex, who he's now marrying for next year.
So the girl cheated on the fiancé that she's getting married to.
The gentleman did. So
And what happened? Did she try to come back into the life or something? Or
she broke it off, but her thing is like, what does she do now?
why? Because is the ex still an issue?
I mean, they're getting married next year, so
But why is the ex still an issue?
I think
Did the ex come and say something to her? Is she still thinking about like why is the ex a thing?
right. But the thing is, I think her thinking is, I don't think the ex knows yet.
So
I think her thing is like, should I just let her know what's going on? Right?
I mean, the ex is still around.
Yeah.
Why?
Not around, but like the dude and the ex are doing their own thing right now. But it seems like she wants to be like, hey, just to let you know, when we were a thing, he was cheating on you as well. It seems like she wants to give it like an awareness.
She wants to give an awareness
Right.
to the ex that hey, when you guys are engaged, she was talking to me,
Right. That's it.
but she's not talking to him right now.
Yeah, that engagement's been broken off. So
So that ex is completely out of the picture.
currently, yeah. So
Why
her
is she
thing,
trying to bring her back in the picture?
I don't think that ex has the intention to rekindle the relationship. Nothing. It seems he just moved on. He's just like,
You see what happens when people just. I feel like some people self-sabotage certain things at the same time.
Oh.
Why, if the stove was on and it burned your hand, or it burned the person's hand, like I'm trying to make it sense. You're basically turning back on the stove. Why are you
Right.
turning back on the stove? Why are you pouring more gas and just waiting for a spark to come?
Right. That's okay. That's
But at the same time, there's some people that just love that type of mix-up and excitement.
okay. That's an interesting way to look at it. Like, so for those listening at home, like,
It don't make no sense why that's the issue. Why they going off like that? I think she should leave that stuff alone. She should leave that stuff alone.
right.
Let people, if you want you and your partner to be something, and let that be.
Right.
You guys live, you guys learn, you guys know what happened. But hey, just keep in mind, because that might be a pattern.
I mean,
Mind. Like, so it might just be a revolving door of, now, you're the fiance that just got hooked. You know what I mean?
right. I mean, the learning lesson is like you view the patterns of what he was doing, and you make like a mental note, and then from there, like in your future relationships, you just anytime a red flag comes up, you just go, okay.
I think this is why I think counseling is a big asset, because, like, extensive counseling, because sometimes some questions have to be asked.
Right.
And if you ask certain questions like this, what have you learned from that relationship? And if you're given a generic question, I don't know if you learned that much. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, what didn't help this relationship too is it was long distance in the first place with the woman in question and the guy.
Is the relationship she's in now long distance?
So the relationship that she used to be with the guy, it was a long distance.
So the relationship they're with now, is it long distance?
I guess the guy and his old ex, it must be close distance, but how she got evicted from the relationship, he just made a call and said, "Hey, this is da 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 da," and then just click, and it's like, "Oh, okay." So, hey, if you're listening out there, and those and that,
If that door is closed, you leave that door closed.
you just, I mean, you
Why open the door and then, if you don't think it's closed, if he's leaving the door open, maybe that's something you gotta worry about.
right.
But you should even ask him why the door's closed at the same time, right?
Right. So,
And why would it remain closed? Because, keys to the answers are thing. You can ask Maya.